Okay, so setup-wise, down the line, looking decent in fairness. I've got to say there's a lot of good things there. Obviously, we talked about ball position, okay? You had it basically a bit too far back towards your right foot. Sort of centre and back for me is a bit too far back because you're going to catch it a little bit early on the way around the arc of the swing, and that's where the ball was often being sent out to the right. And then one of the ways that you, like a lot of golfers, try and fix that is use your hand to try and flick it and sort of send it back to target, okay? Yes, the hands are going to be sort of unhinging and releasing, but if you're doing it too early, we'll often hit the ground by hitting the golf ball. And if you either miss the ground, we thin it and hit it on the ground or top it. Or we thump the ground back here and we thud the ground. Doesn't be a very good shot, obviously. Or if you got a reasonable contact, it was out to the right there, yeah? So in terms of the movement, and we said as you're rotating and moving and sort of shifting your body, some of the practice drills you can do, one of the ones, put two objects on the ground, T-pegs, bits of grit, whatever, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't put anything you don't mind whacking, because if you do happen to hit one, you want to be having it in like a window or a garden fence, okay? So two T-pegs use a good start point, either side of the golf ball where it would be, and you swing through that gate just to get the feeling of hitting the mat or the ground or whatever you're going to be through the right gate. If you are to hit this outside T-peg here, for example, that means your club has moved over this way, which means you're probably going to catch it in this sort of heel part of the club. And that's where some of the bad shots you often get, especially with the longer clubs. And the ball would shoot low left with that one and shoot way off to the right there with the irons, okay? So you can practice that one with the strike. The other one, when you put the golf club back by your right foot, keep the hands in the same spot and then drag the club through, so you get the sensation of sort of that club pushing down, so that right palm's pushing it in the ground. You're kind of moving and shifting your hips, getting in position to get that rotation. We're not sort of back here trying to hit it with the hands and the flick of the wrist, as we said. That was another drill we talked about. You can try and get some time to practice that. The third one and the final one, put that club on that left foot and just practice that rotation around that fixed spot, okay? You sometimes you'll sort of see on this one there, maybe not that much. It's actually not a bad one in terms of the movement. The shot wasn't great because the ball did sort of go out to the right there. Your back's in a really good spot now, okay? You're turning into your right side really nicely. The club's coming down from here in a good spot. The club going through your right form absolutely perfectly. That's really good. But as you come to the golf ball here now, when you strike it, because you're sort of hanging back a little bit, as you go forward, you can sort of see the sort of the right foot sort of wobbling around there, the foot sort of support that swing. You're sort of trying to just get into a position, not really as balanced as I'd like to see it really going forward into your follow through. So this one here now, again, same good setup down the line, good backswing now, club coming back down, again, club going through that right forearm, again, spot on, club coming back into impact, good release of the arms and the body now. You can see sort of going round the corner now, releasing and turning and finishing up on that left side. Good shot in this case. The ball goes going towards target. And you've got to try and get used to finishing in that position, balanced right the way through under control. We had a couple of shots where they weren't necessarily bad shots, but that this foot, rather than staying in that position, would then kind of step forward to kind of rebalance yourself, because you've kind of gone, and that's sort of step down. So if your body's not quite under control throughout the swing, very hard to swing a golf club, isn't it? Yeah, because you're obviously like trying to swing a golf club on a rowing boat or a trampoline. You'd be bouncing and wobbling all over the place. Okay, so a couple of practice drills to do at home. Obviously, the one we said about the club on the foot there. Don't need the club to be there, just to sort of show the foot doesn't spin out. That would be a good one to rotate the hips and learn how the hips, we said, shift a little bit to the left and then pivot around the corner. That's going to give you a good sort of sensation, that rotation through your left hip. The dragging drill, I call it, where you basically drag the club through the carpet and get that feeling of how impact is going to look and feel. And then one for outside, just two swings or two objects either side of the golf club. And you get to a point when how narrow can you get them? Yeah? I mean, could you get them sort of like that much space either side or whatever it may be? The other one I didn't mention is the final one, which you could possibly do down the driving range, put a towel behind the golf ball, yeah? Now, if you don't trust yourself, maybe attach a towel to the range, otherwise you have to go back and forth to get your towel every single time. But if you practice some shorter swings, get the strike so we're missing the towel, and then you can build up again to a longer. And again, as we said in the first few sessions with the 7 and 9 iron, find a play speed that you can hit the golf ball with. That one there, you went 104 yards with what in your mind was like a chip. Yeah, you just digged it down the fairway. It wasn't a very big swing at all. Just stood there, nice and relaxed, just went, dink. 100 yards easy. So there's potential for you with that club to get 150, 170, 180, even 200 yards, okay? What you've got to learn, though, is where your hands come back to the golf ball relative to your body. If the club is that 7 iron, your hands come back there. If the club is the 3 wood or that 5 wood, your hands come back here. What you often did is you just got used to how far your hands are away from the golf ball, and then when the club got longer, the ball wasn't here, the ball was here, and you were reaching out for where the ball isn't. So you're catching the inside part of the club quite regularly with that, okay? And that's where I say the practice with the 2 T-pegs will give you some instant feedback, because if you put the 2 T-pegs down here with the 3-wood or that hybrid there, you would swing and that outside T-peg would get clipped. Okay? That makes sense then, yeah? So a couple of things to work on there. So a couple of basically home drills, if you can just get used to that movement there with the body, rotating around that left foot consistently. Makes it so much easier for your body to work, okay? And then the sensation of how you're going to work that club and just gaining control what that club head does through the important part of the golf swing down by impact, yeah? Okay, mate?
Yeah, perfect.
Good stuff, right, mate?